Hello guys, so I said I was going to do a video about mental health. It might end up in 2 parts actually, but I'm going to try my best with this, but I don't know fully what to say. I guess that's kind of what I usually do, but sometimes it starts managing to come out, must be like on my chest or whatever after a bit, but we'll see how things go. Sorry. So I noticed, like I was saying in the last video, that my last mental health update kind of video, well, it was, I think it was named Life Update, but it was more of a story about my mental health in it. Some of it were about some other stuff and things, but otherwise it, I can't even remember about it, but I know I'm thinking most of it was about mental health, I think so, but maybe I did say a bit about physical health and some couple of more little things, but you know, life and stuff. So this is gonna be like a mental health update, it's going to be a life update, it's going to be a physical health update, it's going to be you know, just update on multiple things, so let's just say it like that. So I don't know how to start, like I said, but I'll try and do this. If it's too much, I will have to cut it off and maybe try again later or tomorrow or something. But I'm hoping I can get through it. But yeah, so I am basically just going to get on with it from here. Like I said, it's going to be on multiple things. I'm probably just going to be rambling a lot as well, and it might be all over the place. But I do feel like we need to catch up, and I do feel like people need to realise that how do I put it? Because I know I've had some lovely comments on me over mental health videos, and I just don't want people thinking that I'm too strong, but then at the same time I don't want you thinking I'm weak, kind of thing. I know, and this isn't something that, like, I usually don't care what people say about me, because I've been through so much and I've had to deal with so much, even from being little, so. But otherwise, I don't know what else to say other than start the video. I'll try not to yawn so much, sorry. I've been up all night. Okay, so first of all, I do hope everyone else is okay. You know, you're at least managing, and it's not realistic to say no one's struggling, but it's not very nice, and I don't want people to struggle, but it's not realistic to say you're not going to. Everyone has got problems, remember. Even people that you look at, you think there's nothing wrong with them, there's something wrong with everybody, and everyone's got mental health. It's just that some people like got severe mental illness that affects the day-to-day life. That makes sense. So I think I'll try not to drink too much, because I bet that gets on people's nerves now. So yeah, what I was saying, I don't usually care about what people say about me and stuff and things, and I will just give as good back as what I get, or worse. Sometimes that can be a good thing, sometimes it's not. Sometimes I'm very opinionated, sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's not. But we're all made different, and I think you need to be opinionated in this life and not let people get away with things. I'm not saying that you should go as far as me and say some of the things I say or anything like that, because sometimes they're just hurting, and that's why they're saying stuff like that, and it's not an excuse, and they shouldn't be doing that. But they do sometimes as well. Other people generally just trying to wind you up, and that's why they say something, and they generally say something stupid, but at the same time it affects you. So I just thought I'd put that out there. But yeah, so I think because I was saying that being up all night, we can start with sleep. So my sleep, there hasn't been much changes, I'd say. Like, you know, just as usual, I can be up for 24 to 48 hours and then sleep for hours at a time, or I can go to sleep and wake up. But even if I've had like a good sleep, for me, I'm still tired. If I'm not tired directly, as soon as I get straight up, it's literally no longer than half an hour and I'm tired. I don't know if that's more mental health or more physical health going on. But yeah. So there isn't much regard to like the changing in pattern. Like I said, sometimes I'll be up for 24 to 48 hours, sometimes I'll sleep and then for a few hours, for 10 to 24 hours or something like that. Just an example, after being up for 24 to 48 hours. Or sometimes I'll will manage to have a sleep and then might manage to have a nap in the day, because I'm so exhausted. Like I said, it's not even just tired, it's extreme exhaustion. But yeah, so I've never been a good sleeper, to be honest, and I've always been like a night owl. But even when I try and get into it, getting in a good routine, and I mean, for me, there's no point in anything anymore, but obviously we'll get into different things. But so my sleep is just basically, there's not much difference. No. So I think that's it, but I will go back on some things if I do miss something, especially if it's important. So next, I guess, talk about eating. And again, nothing much has changed. Like, I can go a day or two without eating, and then I can eat a lot in one day. Or I am managing to eat a little something every day at minute, but like, I generally just have one meal, and sometimes it's not even a full meal. Like, it's more, it's not a snack, but maybe in between a snack and a proper meal, but it's not like a meal, it's one thing. And I know sometimes you can have one thing as a meal, it depends what you're having, but I mean, generally it's not what I have. And then sometimes I do have some crisp or chocolate and stuff. I used to eat loads of chocolate, but I've like cut down because I don't know, I just went off it. I went off a few. I mean, I'm not very good at liking things either with food. I don't like majority of food. It'd be like, if you ask me what I like, some people will be able to list nearly everything they like, and they just don't like odd thing. It'll be the opposite with me. I'll be able to get 5 foods I really, really like that I would eat consistently. And then in a year, then not even in a day, you can say. And then so I do want to talk about something as well. I think it's important to, because in this day and age, people are body shaming girls and stuff, and it's happening to me, so it still happens when you're nearly 30. Unfortunately, people are evil and mean. They're just, you know, again, it's like sometimes they're deliberately saying it as well because they know it's going to be the thing that wrecks you the most. And in my opinion, that is evil, not just mean, it's just on a level of evil, because, and it's bullying, and it's alright, it's getting on my nerves now. And it's not just that, I think, like, before, I haven't eaten or drinking for weeks, a few times. People might not believe me, I know. Someone didn't a few weeks ago on a comment on TikTok, well, about the drinking bit, didn't believe, but I can assure you I wasn't eating or drinking anything for months. The staff were even having to try and put ice pops, or what you call popsicles in America, like basically ice, whatever you want to call it, on my lips, but I would not let it go in my mouth. And that was from pure depression. Now this time I can tell that it was not just depression. I can tell there was something going on, but like, it was a few months ago, I think, when it started, and then it was off and on. Then I'd get back into eating, then I don't do too much into it because it can be quite triggering, and it's not something that's affecting me at this second. And sometimes I think if you talk about something that will affect you, it can set it off again and set your brain to think, yeah, well, you still shouldn't eat now, or you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. I did want to talk about it because I've been on 46 before as well when I did it with depression, so I'll tell you that as well. But mainly I do want to talk about this bit. So I don't know if it's technically an eating disorder if you're not underweight. I don't get that bit. Obviously it's eating disorder behaviours, but I don't know. And I know some people think it's good or a trend, or some people, but it's really, really not. And it is generally caused by people actually saying things directly to you, more than you're looking at someone and thinking, oh, she looks nice. Because for me, like I say, I can look at someone and I know they ain't got a perfect life. I'm sorry, but you haven't. No one has. So and if you did have a perfect life, you wouldn't be able to learn from them, because you wouldn't have any problems or difficulties or anything like that. So, but what I'm saying is, more than looking at someone and thinking, oh my god, I'd love to look like her, even if it's like a singer or an actress. And that gets me angry as well, when people say it about actors and singers. They've got feelings just because they've got money. Money doesn't bring happiness, and some of them have dating disorder. They might have still got one at that second while you're saying, oh, they're a bad person for my child